David.
Well, the days of Hillary Clinton being able to dodge questions regarding her emails may be coming to an end. Listen to this.
If you get indicted, would you drop out?
Oh, for goodness, that is not going to happen. I'm not even answering that question.
Now, she didn't answer the question, but for months, the mainstream media have been hesitant to mention Hillary's email troubles in interviews or debates. But is the mood changing? Here's Richard Fowler, New Leaders Council Senior Fellow, and Hadley Heath Manning of the Independent Women's Forum. Good to see you both. Richard, first to you, is the Clinton camp a little concerned that maybe they're not going to get a pass on the email issue anymore?
Well, I don't think they're concerned at all. I think it's been very, very, very clear. I don't think Hillary's gotten a pass from this either. I mean, she spent 11 hours on the Hill testifying about it. All of her emails have been turned over to the public. I don't get this story. I got to be honest with you. I think in the Beltway, people are trying to make believe a narrative and make believe a headline.
Well, you don't get it, Richard, but I got to tell you, it does play into part of the trustworthy issue. Believe me, every time there's a new revelation, if you look at her trustworthy goes down a little bit. Let me go to Hadley for a second, because one issue that clearly is not believed by the media anymore is she continued to say there was a security review. There was nothing criminal about this investigation at all. We've been saying it for a while from our sources inside the FBI, but now the Washington Post is calling it a criminal investigation. Here's what the New York Times just said. The FBI's case did begin as a security referral, but multiple law enforcement officials said the matter quickly became an investigation into whether anyone had committed a crime in handling classified information. So they're not buying her narrative anymore on this.
That's right, and the mainstream media will be much tougher on this issue because it will become an issue in the general election. But during primary season, Clinton's first problem is overcoming this challenge from Senator Sanders. He's someone that voters on the left see as much more honest and trustworthy, and it's not so much because of the email issue. Richard, like a lot of other Democrats, dismisses the email issue because there are other honesty and trustworthiness problems that Clinton has, including her failure to release transcripts of speeches that she's made before Wall Street firms. That's actually a bigger issue for many Democratic voters than this question
but you
about
mentioned
the email
Bernie.
server.
Let me throw that back to Richard for a second, because if there is a criminal referral, and again, she never completely answered the question, but if there is a referral from the FBI to the Department of Justice, will then Bernie Sanders, who took the issue off the table at the first debate, will he then bring it up in the campaign?
Well, there won't be a criminal referral because she's not the target of the investigation. She's not the target of the investigation.
If there is a criminal referral.
With that being said, I don't think Bernie's going to bring it up, because Bernie, like me, like a lot of other folks who have been watching this and studying the story, understand there won't be there was not a criminal referall and there's no FBI investigation.
You do not
and
know
I think
that.
But what we do know,
Richard, hold on a second.
Richard,
Richard, how can you say that? You do not know that. Where's your inside information? What are you basing
you don't have to go. You could just look at you could look at court records, right? Over and over again, when the FBI's went to court, they've indicated that Hillary Clinton is not a target of this investigation.
The FBI, time and again, and our Miss Lynch herself, the Attorney General, has said that nobody, including Richard, has inside information as to where this will go. But if it does become a criminal referral to the Justice Department, do you think that Bernie will bring it up on the campaign trail?
You know, Senator Sanders has shifted on this issue. Initially, at the beginning of the Democratic primary, he said, no one wants to hear about your darned emails. And that certainly represented a lot of Democrats' opinions. Only 12% of Democrats say that they believe that the email problem will be an issue for Secretary Clinton. But I'm afraid that Democrats may be blindsided by this issue, not just in terms of whether or not an indictment will happen, but politically, how it is read by independent
I think Republicans are more likely to be blindsided by Donald Trump.
Hold on a second. I think after Michigan, Bernie's beginning to smell victory. I mean, it may be a pipe dream, Richard, but don't you think that he's very encouraged by what happened in Michigan?
Well, there's no question that the Bernie Sanders campaign has momentum. He's raised over $5 million after his Michigan win.
Absolutely.
But what this does show is that the media was wrong on this idea it was going to be a Hillary Clinton coronation. She's going to have to work for every vote, just like Bernie's going to have to work for every vote.
All right. Richard, Hadley, good to see you both. Thank you very much.